Hello, Sunset Lady.
Hello there, Blackie, and welcome to tonight's Sunset Lady show. And stay tuned for the Afterglow variety show after the sun goes down. And I see a big, huge wall cloud to the right of us. Off you go, Blackie, to show us tonight's heavenly sunset.
Awesome. See you in a bit. Hey guys.
How you doing there, friend?
Enjoying the heavenly sunset, like you guys. Nice to see y'all.
You too.
Hey, see you guys. Have a great one.
Thank you. You as well.
Stupid. Give it to young Frankie. Yes.
gonna tell me a fish story, or do I have to make one up?
I actually have a fish story. A grouper and a mangrove snapper. Lots of hits. I just couldn't land the big one. I'll catch you when you send it. Here's a little. I'll catch you when you send it. I just want to float. I gotta make 2 trips and I'll stop back for my second round.
Sweet. See you around. I have a zoom in shot. You're fine. Thank you for asking. I'm live on YouTube, so if you wanted to be in the shot anyway, I'll turn you into the next Marilyn Monroe.
What's your name? I appreciate
Where do you
it.
guys from? I'm from Massachusetts.
Originally Maryland.
The first state
But I'm
in the
local.
union.
Nope, second.
I live with the first.
Delaware.
Oh, I keep on getting it wrong. Yellow, thank you. I'm from Massachusetts, so I can't remember. I think it's got to be under 13. Okay, I stand corrected to the man in the You're right, Delaware. I knew it was that area. So please subscribe. It'll make my Mother's Day.
I will, definitely.
We're all from the Northeast, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the
We're
hustle.
neighbors.
We're in the Northeast, and we're hanging around here. My parents moved down here. My parents moved down here in '94. When did you guys move down?
I moved down in 06.
Oh,
When
okay.
did you move down?
16 years ago, so
Yeah, about the same. Yeah, about the same.
There's no crown and no throne, it's a go lick you down with a dancehall sound. If you a stranger and you try, make sure you know the root. You don't wanna get some root fire. Bring this
Catch anything?
It's kind of quiet.
I heard stories about baby groupers that got thrown back in, but nothing to take
yeah.
home.
Oh yeah. Wait, hang on.
You want to be on the shot?
No. If Carol from Georgia is watching right now,
Hi, Carol. Shout out.
she said she was watching you last night.
Sweet.
And
Hi, Carol.
huh?
I said hi, Carol.
Yeah. So I don't know if she is tonight.
See you tomorrow, buddy. You know it.
Now, if you turn it out that way, you'll get the manatee.
I'm doing 360s all night.
Oh, this is out there.
We've done well. Literally every labor. You know, last year, remember that's when we caught those big giant kitties.
So now it's a real bye-bye.
Nice sunset.
No, it's gorgeous. 360s. So I finally got back in. This is super lovely. Yeah.
I've been watching the weather all day, and I was like, I just
too.
had an inkling that I was going to miss this. So I said, I'm going to come out and go fishing. If I get rained out, I'll go home.
I was confident when I woke up and I saw the weather.
Oh.
I don't want to get wet, right? So I'm gonna throw it. It's good exercise. Like relaxing.
Nick completely missed it.
Anticipated. You know, I saw Bob Harris on Saturday. And you showed the people the radio. And just talking to him. I was like, 2 hours ago. That was good.
You know, we had a little tiny sprinkling that actually just felt great.
No, I'm on the island here, and we had puddles.
Steve.
We had puddles and stuff on the road, so we got a tiny little brush, but now it's going in. But that one was trying to do something. I don't see any rain curtains. He's trying to. It doesn't know. But I heard that tomorrow could be worse. They're predicting that it could be something.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard flooding, flood warning.
I'm like looking at the radar map on my weather app, and it's like, well, if it, you know, but a lot of times it goes east of us or.
I know. My dad says was the doesn't rain always goes to Tampa Bay or it goes to Fort Charlotte Harbor.
Yeah.
Like warm bodies of water. And this is, I know it's going to, but this is cold compared to Tampa Bay and Charlotte Harbor. And his theory was that it seemed to go in front. Damn, but
Yeah,
East Venice will get it, right?
Yeah,
South Venice will get it, but island?
Other people have told me there's shoals out there that create some type of pressure or weather system that also forces.
I mean, I'm friends with Bob Harris. I mean, he's like, we just predicted stuff.
Right.
He said, well, really good. You don't know. I'm like, I know. Nobody can change on the time, but
Yeah, I know they're just watching whatever's coming
that
from the
hurricane
west.
came over and it's like, you might miss, but it's not going to a certain degree. Grass is bigger before Charlotte. A buddy of mine lived there lots of times.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
I know. It's all my age.
Oh, I don't know.
I forget the name too. I was here
I
for.
wasn't down here then, so.
No, yeah. With that one, luckily he and his wife and cat went into the bathroom, and then they opened up the door. Not a boat, but that was the center of the house, and he stayed by the toilet, right? So the rain goes into the thing. It's a tornado place. He said, I walked that up front. Honey? They got it. At least
Still
they
terrible.
rebuilt it and they're fine. But that one, we never had a real direct.
I had a friend in love. Went out to dinner with his wife, family. Came back. Nice fire engines in the neighborhood. He said, come on. He gets down, his house is gone. Not the left of the foundation. After he got, he gave us some time. You can. Is that the new shirt you're wearing today?
We got some money for the relief fund.
Yeah.
Take care, buddy. Great story.
That's a true story.
I know, that's what I love about stories when they're real.
Could you imagine driving into your neighborhood like that and your house
Yes, I
is
can.
burned to
Yes,
the
I can,
ground?
because there's a couple things in my life and I just really observe it. And I watched one just go over that. Well, that's talking to you, sweetie. But I've had this before with other things. My parents were kind of sometimes a lot of strength. When you go to the safe house, you don't realize it. And then when you come back, the house is still there. But we're always thinking, it's not. You know, it's debris everywhere. It's chewed up. People board up if they can and so forth. And I can board up. But yeah, I really like you, buddy. I just love good stuff.
All right, you too.
Stay safe and stay cool.
You too.
Stay yourself.
See you next time.
Ciao, man.
You know, when you meet somebody, you know they're a politician right off the bat. That was her.
You're fine, you're fine. I'm shooting up. Thank you, though.
All right.
Well, that's how everybody was saying to me about, oh, you go down with hurricanes. What you talking about? It was on Long Island. You know how many hurricanes I went through?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
And they don't copy
Yeah, I do. Because I'm not careful with.
Well, hello, sunset lady.
Well, hello there, Blackie. Another heavenly sunset.
I'm not complaining.
No.
What's on your mind?
Well, tomorrow's going to be National Linguine Day. That's my favorite kind of spaghetti.
I thought you were supposed to have spaghetti on Wednesday. Tomorrow's a Thursday.
Oh.
Now I'm all confused. That advertising was wrong when I was a kid. Ragu, right? Wednesday, spaghetti day.
It was Wednesday. Well, this is Wednesday, isn't it?
Today's Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. It's tomorrow.
You said Thursday.
That's right. Well, maybe this is just one kind of spaghetti.
Well, they didn't say that in the Ragu commercials.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But was it for spaghetti or was it the sauce? I think it was for Ragu. Fact checkers. The Italian mama would yell out and say to the boy, "Come on, it's spaghetti day. Stop playing with the hoodlums on the street and get inside. Supper time." And the boy says, "Okay."
All right. It's also going to be tomorrow. It's going to be National Double Cheeseburger Day.
I like double cheeseburgers.
And it's also National Neonatal Nurses Day. Those are the nurses that take care of the little premature babies. They help them when they're so little. It's amazing the work they do. It
is amazing. Gil27 comes in your chat and she says it was Anthony, Spaghetti Day or something like that. Yeah.
Of course.
And he's like going, "Oh wow, okay."
It's also going to be National Tackle Kids Cancer Day. That's for sure. They need the help. The poor little ones, they don't understand all of the stuff that they have to go through.
Well, their soul does. The soul kind of gets it, but the small baby, the child inside, can't fathom. Correct.
I know that there's a lot of progress that's been made on that field, so that's good. Okay, today is National Cream-Filled Donut Day. I think we talked about that and said Boston cream donuts. We like that. Okay, it's also National Live Creative Day, and that's what we do every day, a live show. And we create this for everybody, and it's a positive thing. And they say, they did this survey, and they found out that a lot of people that create the different things, it gives them a positive result by doing that. Okay, now, one of the Sunset family suggested to me, I've been watching the Queen's all this week for the Queen's funeral in England, and they said, "You know what you should draw a picture of?" And I thought, well, maybe they're right about that. They said I should do something about the corgis. So I did a little...
About the who?
Corgis. Her dogs. That's why they're crying.
Sandy?
And...
Muke?
Muick, like Buick.
Muick? And the two little ones don't have names yet because they're tiny.
No, well, those two, apparently, you see down here, it says that they're going to the Duke and Duchess down here.
Yeah,
of York.
It's showing right now on your show.
They're going to they bought her two little dogs when her husband passed away, when the prince passed away. And so now they're going to take them back.
I think they're taking them back to somewhere over the rainbow.
Well, that's true. This was a true thing.
It's a double rainbow. That's
Buckingham,
good luck.
It was Buckingham Palace, and the day that she died, they had a double rainbow. I said, that's God calling her home. The beautiful rainbows for her.
And my personal question for you, but we can say it publicly, is did you draw that today?
Yeah.
And you still don't put a date on it? Or a C with a...
It has a date of when she passed away.
Yeah, but today you drew it.
Oh, I didn't quite finish all the parts.
Okay, it's a work in progress. I think it's brilliant. And at a lack of other words, I will say God save the Queen.
Right. And
she's in God's hands right now, so that's just stating the obvious.
And also the King right now. They passed the baton. Okay, now we're going to do birthdays. And the first one I have here is 1978.
Cut me some slack. Angela's watching us from England, and she says, "Thank you from the United Kingdom."
Oh, well, thank you, Angela.
Sunset lady.
Oh, thank you.
With the boosy, kissy. And Barbara comes in and says, "Very nice picture."
Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah. Okay, and here's the birthday. The person is 44 years young, and he's the 46th governor of Florida. Today is Ron DeSantis' birthday.
He's 44?
He's 44.
Spring chicken.
Yeah, just a spring chicken.
I've been living here long enough. I can call him a spring. I'm 54.
Yeah.
He's a spring chicken.
And I thought, this state, everybody is happy to be in Florida. And I saw this picture. I don't know if it was a bumper sticker or what it was, but when all this fuss was going on for the last couple of years, somebody made this and said, "Make America Florida again."
That's a good joke. I'm sure the orange producers will be happy with that plug, and anybody who makes key lime pie and sells it for $10 a slice.
Yeah, they could put that on the sticker on the
hilarious.
side.
So now she says, "Hey, Sunset Lady, hello to Japan."
Well, hello there, Tadashi. Hello. Okay, also in 1983, this you had a brush with fame on this one. Amy Winehouse, British singer. She won 5 Grammy Awards in 2008. But didn't you have a meeting, not a meeting, but a brush with fame with her?
There was a meeting. I met her, and I met her husband.
Ah.
And
That's what I thought.
her opening line was, I was walking down the streets to go to the shops, right? And I remember it was dark, and I was trying to go before the shops shut. This is in London story, right? I'm in Notting Hill, Portobello Road to be exact. And I'm walking down the street, and Amy Winehouse says, "Oi!" That's how they talk over there.
Hello?
Oi,
Hello?
oi means, look.
Oh.
She went, "Oi, do you think I look like Amy Winehouse?" And I looked at her and I smiled after I checked her out, and I was going, "Yeah, you do." And her and her husband laughed, and then I went and did my shopping, and then I thought to myself, that really was Amy Winehouse with her husband, and I was living at the time with a 10-year-old girl who just adored. This is my second wife's kid, right? And I was like, "Ooh, I gotta go," because I went to the shops and I said, "Amy Winehouse is sitting outside of my house." You know, there was a little thing that she was sitting on with her husband, drinking a Doppler. If you don't know what that means, probably good for you. And she was lit like a firecracker. And I thought, if I could bring her upstairs to meet Madeleine, that would make her world, right?
Yeah.
And I came back and she was gone.
She was gone.
And then 2 days later, I read the newspaper and she was dead.
Oh. Well, you were one of the last to see her.
Correct, yeah. It was
that's
weird.
Even a bigger story than I thought.
It's weird, you know. I was like going, damn, that was like a great opportunity to impress my stepdaughter or daughter-in-law, whatever it's called. I never remember. And it just wasn't meant to be. But it was Amy Winehouse together with her famous husband, and Angela knows who the famous husband is. And yeah, then she, to her demise, she had an overdose and didn't make it, stopped breathing.
Yeah. Well, here's one I think you can remind me about what, there seems to be some connection to Martha's Vineyard. 1947, John Bowser.
Yeah, I know this story already. Keep going.
American singer.
I know who he is. Yeah.
Singer, yes, of Sha-Na-Na.
I know the saxophone player, I believe.
And
Fact checkers?
He's 75 years young.
I think he was a saxophonist.
And I think he played with them from 1970 to 1983.
Yeah. Sha-Na-Na was a huge group in America. Yeah.
Wasn't there something about Uncle Robert and Barbara?
Correct.
Somehow they knew that Sha-Na-Na guy?
Yeah, they were neighbors.
Oh, is that what it was?
They lived on Skiff Avenue.
Okay.
After you got married and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It was the 80s, right?
Yeah.
We were hanging around in
to 1983.
we were in Western Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And I heard this story. I think it was from Aunt Barbara. I think she was a great Aunt Barbara. I think she was the one that said that, "Oh, do you know that?" Because when I moved down to Martha's Vineyard, that's when I heard the story. So it would have been 89, and I heard that story, and they were like, "Yeah. Maybe we can introduce you to Bowser." And I was like, "Bowser?" That show was big in the 70s.
Yeah. Okay, also...
Sha-Na-Na. It was big.
Yeah. 1944, Dabney Joey Heatherton, American actress, dancer, and singer. She was big in the 60s and 70s, and she did those USO tours with Bob Hope.
That means I'm sure I saw her. I just forgot the name.
For a decade.
Oh, yeah, cool.
She did. Okay. Oh, here's one, 1936. I think your brother and I had a brush for this one. Walter Marvin Koenig, American actor, screenwriter. He was Ensign Pavel Chekhov in Star Trek. I think we went to a convention thing, and he was there, and we were trying to follow. We were chasing after him in the parking lot, trying to see where he was going to.
Wasn't he Scotty?
No, Chekhov.
It was Chekhov.
He was a Russian one.
Well, yeah, I know that, but Koenig is the German word. Which one was Scotty? What's his name?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't.
Fact checkers.
I didn't have him down here.
No, Chekhov. Yeah.
Okay.
I love Star Trek, and I love Star Trek 4, and that's when they told Chekhov to really milk the accent that he was working on and stuff. So that's a great funny movie.
Okay,
Star Trek 4, my favorite one.
Now I'm going to history. In 1752, Britain and the British Empire, including the American colonies, adopt the Gregorian calendar. And at that time, there was no September 3rd to the September 13th. But that's when that...
What year was that?
1752.
Don't ask me next year, because I won't remember.
Okay, in 1741, composer George Frederick Handel finishes his Messiah after working on it non-stop for 23 days. And now it's a Christmas favorite. Your father and I used to always go and see the Messiah somewhere. And you did that on Martha's Vineyard, didn't you?
Yes, I wanted to have the tenor part, and the conductor said, "You're a bass." And I was like, "So I have the gig?" And they were like, "Yeah, you're a bass now." And I said, "Okay." And that was fun, actually. Christmas music, right?
Yep.
It was December. We had rehearsals like 2 times a week or something like that. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
That's a fun part, yeah. In 1814, Francis Scott Key pens the poem Defense of Fort McHenry, later known as the Star-Spangled Banner, when he witnessed the bombardment of Fort McHenry from a ship in the Baltimore Harbor.
Thank you. Waxton comes in with Scotty's name was James Doohan.
Oh yeah, that's.
It's funny because when I see it, then and what's Chekhov's name again? The German name.
Koenig.
König, that means king. Oddly enough, we were talking about King Charles earlier. König is a German word, which is why it confused me. Because I always think of him from being from Rusland. Certain words we don't say on live because we get in trouble for it. So you'll figure that out. Fact checkers just figure it out. But he always played the guy from Rusland. But he has a German name. And Scotty. Okay.
Yeah.
James Doohan. It sounds Scottish. He's copacetic.
Okay. Now we got one more here. In 1964, on this day, Walt Disney was awarded the Medal of Freedom at the White House on this day. Okay, now I'm going into quotes. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them.
Walt Disney.
Correct. Actually, they're all his, but...
Yeah, I know. That was too easy.
You knew I was going to do that. Okay.
When you wish upon a star,
exactly.
so forth. Yeah.
Exactly.
Dreams. Walt Disney. Now, Walt Disney's great.
I know.
He has a dark side to him, though, doesn't he? In the early stuff. I mean, I loved the 101 Dalmatians. And that's a scary. Cruella. She's scary.
Well, here's other quotes that he did. Laughter is timeless. Imagination has no age, and dreams are forever. That's his. And if you can dream it, you can do it.
Correct.
And he proved that.
No, it really is true. It's called positive thinking.
Right.
If I have nightmares about I can't do it, and guess what happens?
You don't.
If I dream and believe it, like a child, that's why I like. It's a great tool for children to learn. I grew up on Walt Disney music.
This quote that I have of his is something somebody told us when we were thinking about doing Heavenly Sunsets. They said the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing it.
Correct.
That's what they told us. Just start.
That's the hardest part, is to start.
And we did.
Finishing it is easy.
We did April 1st. That was April Fool's Day.
The first thing is to start. Correct. Finishing it is easy.
Yeah. Okay. Now that's
once the wheels are in motion, gravity takes over, and there you go.
All right. Now we're going into puns. What do you say?
I thought we were already in puns.
No, that was
I'm
quotes.
laughing already.
That was quotes.
Okay, yeah.
What do you say to a hitchhiker with just one leg?
I thought we had a one-leg joke
Oh,
already
that was
this
a
week.
waitress.
What to a hitchhiker
The IHOP waitress.
who has one leg?
Yeah.
Well, you stop your car, roll down the window, and say, "Where are you going to?"
Well, the answer they gave is hop in.
And then you can hop in. Correct. Yeah. First you ask them where you're going. Well, maybe not. You just say hop in. That's a little bit rude, though, isn't it? That's not politically correct.
Well, you knew that's all they could do. Okay.
I'll take it. Okay, good.
Let's see. What the heck is that?
Oh, Gil comes in while you're looking for your next line. Gil comes in the chat and she says today is the 430th Sunset Ladies Show.
Wow.
Just a little bit of factual information.
That is. I didn't realize.
Thank you, Gil27.
Having such a good time. Okay, what does a CIA agent do when it's time for him to go to bed?
Well, what's the expression? If you're a sleuth, you sleep with one eye open. But what does he do when it's... Well, he's got to sleep with one eye open. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, the answer they gave is he quickly goes undercover.
But one eye's still open, so yeah. He only covers one eye and probably most of his nose. But there's one eye. You got to sleep with one eye open. If you're in the FBI or CIA.
I'm not sure I did this one before, but I'll do it again.
Well, I'm listening.
Okay, what would you call an obese psychic?
Somebody with a lot of wrinkles.
Well, that's a good answer. Well, they said it was a fortune teller. A fortune teller.
Fortune, yeah. I was right, wrinkles.
Yeah, wrinkles, 4 wrinkles.
The expression is double chin. You're playing with it. They're not just like double chin. I mean, if I look down, I have a double chin. I learned that with someone takes a picture of me. Always look up a little bit, and take the risk of being presumed arrogant. Hey, hello, Ingrid's watching us from Vienna. Shout out to Austria.
Hello, Austria. Okay, would it be possible to cross an eel with an eagle?
You should change the words around.
Well, they say absolutely not. That would be eagle.
Yeah. I feel like I'm watching Jeopardy.
That's hard to say.
No, I feel like I'm watching Jeopardy.
Okay.
Move the words around a little bit. Give me another clue. Next.
What happens if a wild pig kills you?
You are dead.
That's very close. They say that means. Does that mean you've been bored to death?
Correct. I'll be honest with you. Speaking of Vienna earlier, there are mountains on the outskirts of Vienna, and rather deep, hills or whatever. But wild boar live there.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, they're living in the wild, and they look really scary. And I was told, don't try to touch them.
I think they have wild pigs in Venice, so.
It wouldn't surprise me. I haven't seen one. But in Vienna, I saw they were like, "Hey, Blakey, you want to go check out the wild boars?" And I'm like going, "What you talking about, Willis?"
All right, what do you call somebody who keeps abandoning their diet plans?
Will I get in trouble if I say you?
I was just going to say, I think this applies to me.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking about my mother. I'm sorry, Sunset Lady.
The answer they gave is a deserter.
Correct. That reminds me, I forgot to eat that pie last night.
I still got half left.
Well, I have a whole one left.
You have a whole one left. Why did the octopus blush?
Well, stating the obvious, it was a little bit embarrassed.
Oh, okay. It said he'd just seen the bottom of the ocean. How embarrassing is that?
I don't really get it, but it still made me laugh. I think that was a fake of the laugh.
It said here, what happened when a bacon sandwich walked into the bar and ordered a whiskey?
Number one, I love these stories where you imagine like a string walking into a bar. Then now we have, is it like, is it British bacon or is it American bacon, like strips?
They didn't say.
Okay, so a piece of bacon walks into a bar?
A bacon sandwich walks into a bar.
A bacon sandwich, okay, a BAP.
And ordered.
A bacon BAP walks in, and what happens?
And ordered a whiskey.
The bartender probably would say, we don't serve bacon BAPs here.
No, they said, sorry, growled the bartender, we don't serve food here.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, they were. Okay, last but not least, what is a typical diet of a sea monster?
Well, I'm thinking about Loch Ness. What typical diet would probably be plants based on algae.
the answer they gave was fish and ships.
At the bottom of the sea, another Titanic. That's the second Titanic joke we had this week. Why am I still thinking about Johnny Depp?
I don't know. But we'd like to thank everybody for joining us this evening and for being a part of our sunset family as we all enjoy sharing these heavenly sunsets together. And we'd like everyone to come back tomorrow night and each and every night to see just what's happening here at the South Jetty in Venice, Florida, live. And please subscribe, and if you've enjoyed today's show, hit the like button and share these heavenly sunsets with your family and friends.
And please, especially for lurkers, this is the time where I remind everybody, and they go, oh no, Blackie's talking about lurkers again. And Sunset, please say hi to the lurkers.
Hi, lurkers.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. And that's a little bit embarrassing. But then we're asking you to join the Sunset family. So ring that notification bell because we change our sunsets. Every Sunday we're going backwards 5 minutes. So we follow the sun. That's just the way it works. And so we're asking you to subscribe, ring that notification bell once again, and you click it, and then you go to the thing that says all notifications. And then you will be notified by email or whatever, through Facebook or YouTube. I don't know. It's a thing.
Okay.
Your turn.
Now it's time for us to play our theme song, Running Around This Town Road Under Whittier, and I'll say goodnight, Blackie.
So it's another awesome show, and thanks again, everybody who's in the chat. The chat was spectacular tonight. And once again, thanks to all the lurkers. And we'll see you all tomorrow night here from Venice, Florida, South Jetty, live for another Heavenly Sunset. Ciao for now. Signing out, Blackie Fitzpatrick.